Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant envisioned, researched, planned in detail, and then proceeded to execute his plot to murder and terrorize his fellow students. He chose this course of action and carried out these murders simply to make himself feel better. Take a moment to really think about that. He was not acting in self-defense. He did not make a mistake, nor act accidentally. He purposely murdered my daughter, Hana, and 3 other children in order to make himself feel better. I want to make my position regarding the defendant's sentencing and his future very clear. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no rehabilitation. There is absolutely nothing that the defendant can ever do to earn my forgiveness. His age plays no part. His potential is irrelevant. Ultimately, it is only his choices and his actions that matter. Actions that have consequences, that can never be undone. There is utterly nothing that he could ever do to contribute to society that would make up for the lives that he has so ruthlessly taken. The defendant has indicated that one of his goals was to be able to see and experience the suffering of the families of the children he killed. At first, I refused to feed into this sick and twisted desire by discussing the impact of my daughter's murder on myself and my family. However, after much struggle and introspection, I've come to realize that my need for justice for my daughter completely outweighs any consideration of the defendant's irrelevant desires. Unfortunately, I have also realized that unless you've experienced the loss of a child yourself, there is simply no way for you to truly understand the devastation of the soul that loss causes. It is impossible for me to successfully convey the complete impact of my daughter's loss. Hana's murder has destroyed a large portion of my very soul. I am a shell of the person I used to be. I think of her and miss her constantly. Every day is a battle to attempt to move forward, a struggle to get out of bed, to go through the motions of everyday life while pretending that things are getting better. Simple everyday sights and actions bring pain as I think of what it should have been like with Hana there with us. I think of all the good times that we've shared together as a family and mourn all the memories that will never be. I will never think back fondly of her high school and college graduations. I will never walk her down the aisle as she begins the journey of starting her own family. I am forever denied the chance to hold her or her future children in my arms. A few paragraphs of words describing Hana can in no way fully capture her truly beautiful, caring soul, nor impart her unlimited potential. Hana was an absolutely beautiful and thoughtful person. She was always the first person to notice when someone has a problem and the first to go out of her way to offer help. She was incredibly curious and talented. She continually tried new things. She crafted homemade jewelry, tried cooking her own recipes, and played several sports. She was a record holder in track and a leader of her school volleyball and basketball teams. She also hoped to join her older sister on the lacrosse team in the spring. Hana was just beginning to hit her stride academically. She was a straight A student, was fluent in English and Japanese, and was studying Chinese. She conquered everything that she put her mind to doing. Your Honor, I'm relying on your education and life experiences to be able to imagine the incredible loss to the world that Hana's death has wrought. The lost potential of her life is truly incalculable. Hana kept a list of potential careers that she was really interested in. I found this on her phone afterwards. Amongst the list, you would find careers such as an immunologist, pharmacist, nurse, physician, and an FBI agent. We will never know how many souls she may have touched, nor what improvements to people's lives her efforts may have resulted in. These opportunities have been forever eradicated. My family and the families of all the victims are depending on you to impose a sentence that is commensurate with this heinous crime. Truly, his life should be forfeit. However, I realize that the law itself will not currently allow this, and the closest that you can come to achieving this is to sentence the defendant to life in prison without parole. This is the minimum that justice demands. I will leave you with a final thought. If it were your child who was killed in such a cowardly manner, would you be satisfied that justice was served with anything less than him spending the rest of his life in prison? Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for your statements this morning. And again, sir, very sorry for your loss. Your statements did not fall on deaf ears, and so thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you.